Alright, so let's read this Bible verse of the day, right? And it's about asking, seeking, and knocking. It says, asking it will be given to you, seeking you will find, knocking the door will be open. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be open. Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for fish, will give him a snake? If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. So guys, I'm in Tennessee right now. As you guys know, I moved to Colorado, broke my lease, and now I'm moving to the next chapter in my life, okay? Now, I'm not gonna show you guys everything when it comes to me moving yet, because not everything's official, but I do know that's two things that are official. I got my stuff and I'm gone, got my truck and we're good, broke my lease and we're good, and I've already signed a new lease, okay? So it's technically official, but not all the way. I want you guys to know something. When you ask God for something, sometimes he answers the prayer backwards. He doesn't answer it the way that you want it to be answered, and sometimes he doesn't always fill out the form the way, because you'll pray to God and you'll be like, hey, can you fill out this form for me? And sometimes he doesn't sign the form the way you want it to be signed, right? He doesn't include the details that you need to know. But see, if you knew every detail and you knew all the storms and everything you had to go through, then you probably wouldn't do it. Because see, when things go wrong, you learn, you get better. And so sometimes God will grant you the gift, but grant it in a way that's actually gonna serve you in order to serve others. See, I'm not doing this or making these videos or working out all the time or trying to make money all the time just for my selfish benefit. See, I would have failed a long time ago if it was just for me. But my purpose is, I'm gonna show my transformation and show my life. So a lot of people say, well, bro, you know, why would you choose online coaching, or why would you choose business coaching? I chose that because I'm able to change other people's lives. This month alone, I've helped about 2 to 3 clients. One guy signed up with me probably a week ago, got his first client, $1,200. Helped another girl, she got 2 clients, that's $2K. People are adding income to their life by helping other people do what? Get in shape. There's no negative in this. And that's why you have to ask God. And God also has a verse in his Bible too that says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you've already received it. That is the definition of faith. Walking like you already have something. You may not know how you're gonna get it. You may not understand the destination and what time you're gonna reach the destination. But if you have faith in him, you win every single time. All right, let me get in the truck and we'll chop it up. So just finish up the message that I was saying while we were leaving the gym. A big reason you need to ask and then you need to seek is because God doesn't get mad when you knock on his door. He just doesn't get mad, bro. He wants you to actually depend on him and knock on his door. There's a reason you need to be faithful in your times of hurt, while you're crying, while you're happy. You need to be faithful, because this is life, and it's gonna go up and down, up and down. As much as you think you're so stable and everything's so good, you're gonna have to ask, you're gonna have to seek, and you're gonna have to knock, no matter what. I moved to Colorado, and this is the biggest part of this video, man. Discernment. I did not understand discernment. The people that I was around when I first got there, all liars. Got deceived multiple times. Emotionally, financially, got deceived. People talking, they're envious, they're jealous, they have hatred in their hearts from their past experiences, and they put that on me, right? And I didn't have the discernment to see so. So a lot of us were faithful to God and Jesus Christ, but we're not faithful to what he tells us. See, we're faithful to prayer, we're faithful to the Bible, we're faithful to the business plan, but we're not faithful enough to actually move when God says move, or to actually cut off when God says cut off, or to actually become friends with the person when we don't really want to become friends with them. God is going to make you do uncomfortable things, because in the uncomfort, that's where you see success. See, I'm going to tell you the secret to success. You submit everything to God, everything you do. Even in this video right now, I'm in the back of my mind saying, God, Holy Spirit, give me the right words to say as I'm on camera. You have to make sure that everything you do is submitted to him. Because once it's submitted to him, you have now released the control to him. You're now saying, God, I give it all to you. I give the authority to you, because that's you asking permission to be who you are. You don't have to ask anybody of the world to be permission of who you are. F them. Truly, I mean that. But if you ask God to be who you are, you win every single time. Even in failure, you're winning. Even in confusion, you're winning. Even when everything's going right, you're winning. That's why I can have peace even when things aren't going right. I can have peace when things seem difficult, or I don't know where I'm going to get the money. I don't know how I'm going to do this. God is good, bro, regardless of that. So that's how I'm able to build my business every single day. That being said, I kept going through this period for months of not having discernment, people lying, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Then things start going wrong. All right, dang, business is a little bit slow this month. Okay, then business picks up. We're starting to make great money. And now my payment processor is froze. All right. So I have to sit back and ask, what is the one thing that I'm not doing here? I'm taking control and God's not taking control. And I'm not just trying to make this about God, but everything is about God at the end of the day. So in that realizing of, you know what, I'm not the one in control. God is just operating through me in order to operate to other people and to be successful. That's when things started to change and work out for me. So now I'm back at a place where I'm about to move into a place that I've been wanting to move into before I even started this business, the fitness coaching business, and you know, the mentorship. And that puts me in a position to understand and know that no matter what I do, whether I win, I fail, I can always put God first. And so my camera died on the last video. But what I was saying was the weakest man is the one that thinks he's fully in control of his own life, rather than being in control through Christ. When you're in control through Christ, you have an understanding that nobody else has. Why? Because even though I'm a human being and I'm limited to what God can do, guess what? You know what? All I have to say is, God, I don't understand this situation. I don't understand this girl. I don't understand this business opportunity, this endeavor. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going wrong. But you know what? I give it to you, and now I can walk in peace. But the man that's in control, what he does is I don't understand it. I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. Next thing you know, you're so stressed out. You got bumps all over your face. Your account, you still haven't solved the problem. You don't have money to even use. You may have the money there, but you can't use it. And now it's just like, okay, how do I handle this? How do I go about it? But I'm so glad that his hand was on me. See, this is called grace and mercy. This part is. His hand was on me so deeply and so closely that he said, Bryson, I'm going to knock everything down so that way you have no choice and nothing and nobody to depend on but me. Then all of a sudden things start working out. Boom, 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 boom. Because my submission, my belief, it was all within myself. And they try to tell you, you know, move your body a certain way, or, you know, manifest this and do this. And it's like, all that is BS without submission to Christ. If I can't give it to God and I can't fully release it to him, it's all pointless. Everything. You can work as hard as possible. You can work 15 hours a day, 10 hours a day, whatever you want to do. And it's not worthy without giving it to God. So let me talk about this. I'm going to leave the God part alone. When I moved here, well, I just moved here, I guess. The plans for here is this. You guys are going to see more of my life. You're going to see more of the back end of being a coach. You're going to see more of how I live. You're going to see more structure. Not only are you going to see structure, but you're going to see how I actually communicate with clients, how I help my clients actually achieve the ability to make money online. And I'm going to show you guys the mindset behind it too, because my mindset is just like yours sometimes. I'm a human being, bro. All these guys that get online and say, well, I'm so perfect and I do this and I do that. The reason I'm even online is because I wasn't perfect, and I'm still not perfect, and I'm just learning from those mistakes, rather than being the guy that sits back and looks at his mistakes and just says, this is going to be an excuse for me. And that is how you win. That's how you can differentiate a winner from a fucking loser. Excuse my language, but from a loser. Because most of the time, people lose, and you lose, and you lose, and you lose. But the winner, he keeps trying even though he's losing until he wins. That's the biggest difference. So what you have to do is always remember this. I have Galatians 6:9 tatted on my head. Okay, it says, do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. We're not doing good for selfish benefit. We're doing good because that's what we're called to do through Christ. So when it's ugly, we're doing good. When it seems confusing, we're doing good. When we're mad, we're doing good. When we're happy, we're doing good. No matter what, we're going to serve. And when you do that and you stay faithful in that, that's where you win. And then all of a sudden you turn up and you're a millionaire. All of a sudden you made your first 10K month. All of a sudden people start believing in you. Because bro, when I started coaching, nobody believed in the vision at all, bro. Nobody. I would post CTAs every day. I was posted on Instagram 2 to 3 times a day. Nobody believed in it. But then when I lost that 100 pounds, because I did not grow weary. I did not grow weary in doing good. I kept going to the gym. I kept eating my meals. I kept showing up on camera. That's when people started to believe, because people are already doubting themselves, and so they have to see proof. That's why a lot of people don't believe in Jesus Christ, bro. They'd rather go do some other BS. They don't believe in Jesus Christ because they have to see proof. It's like, I need to validate myself to you in order to prove something to you. I used to be like that, right? Then I understood something. Hold on a minute. This is a faith. Like, it wouldn't be faith if it was like, oh, it's guaranteed that I get it. So now you're telling me that because you don't see Jesus Christ and you just believe he was a man, and you know, people aren't buying your stuff right now, and this, you have to have a guarantee. So you're the one that feels entitled, and you really don't care about the giving part. You care about what you're getting part. And when you learn that will, bro, I'm telling you, that will take you to the deepest form of authenticity and success, because now you're no longer dependent on a result. You're no longer dependent on a feeling. A person that's dependent on a feeling, a result, a guarantee, those are people that are so selfish within themselves that they will never see success on a level that a person that just has a change of heart posture and heart positioning. If your goal is to serve God, best believe God is going to give you the opportunity to do so. What I want you guys to do is go to my Instagram, HumbleBeastYT. Give me a follow, or if not, I really don't care. Give me a like, if not, I really don't care. But if you're serious about changing your life, whether it be physically or business-wise, because you've already done the physical and mental work and the spiritual work, send me a DM. Let's start your coaching business. Let's make money. Let's be successful. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the move. Let's go.